Why, thank you, Dylan.
A nice round of applause for our matron of honor, Terry Rutherford, escorted by the best man, Mr. Robert Hrivnak. And now, would everybody please stand and join me in giving a very warm welcome to the new Mr. and Mrs. Matthew and Leanne Hrivnak. Congratulations!
So my uncle Bob, was not married, and he's my dad's brother. And he literally lived 2 houses down from us growing up. So my brothers and I, the 3 of us, right from when we were young, you know, my mom would say to get us out of the house, go down and go play at your uncle's house. Go down and basically kind of like jump around and wreck his house for a while. However old we were, I was probably 8 or 10, whatever it would be, like playing, tackle football in that middle room of his house, or having a wrestling match in the middle room of his house.
Matt, in the end, a long life of health and happiness.
Growing up all the time, so if it was myself, my 2 brothers, my mom and dad, that's 5 of us. But my uncle was always there, included with dinners for us. So it was always like the 6 of us. So he really was like part of a family. I not so much as an older brother, but he was my uncle, but he was there all the time. It was almost like having 2 dads. Because he wasn't married, he had no kids. So he's just a single person. He just, not without spoiling us, he just took care of Sean, Todd, and I. Just little things that maybe we needed, growing up, like if it's baseball season, I needed a new pair of cleats, or I needed a new glove. He would just take us to the store, just got us new gloves. When I was able to drive, and my parents' car was being used or it wasn't around or whatever, and I asked to use his car, he said, yeah, anytime you want it, just go take his car. When I first got my paper out when I was like 13, the first couple of days when I was learning it, or when we were on vacation, or I went on vacation, I need somebody to do my paper route, he delivered my papers. He had no problem. He was up at that time. He would do that. He'd walk the paper route with me when I learned it. He's up at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. You catch that one by yourself?
Yeah.
Good job, bud. Look how that pole is bent.
Way to go, buddy. Thanks. You're that pole bender, buddy, huh?
He was a blue-collar guy. He worked for the Nanticoke Housing Authority for most of the time that I knew him, which was, basically being a maintenance man for, these senior living apartments. I'm sure he had to be at work. I'm sure it was like early 7, but he was always up early. He was probably up at like 4:30, 5 o'clock every single day. He never called off sick. He never took a sick day. He took vacation days because, as the benefit, once you accumulate so many, they won't let you carry over so many. So he was in essence, sometimes by the end, he was forced to take vacation days. Maybe vacation was him, was staying up at his trailer that he bought up on the river. That's where he could fish and just look out on the river and spend his week or so there. He just liked things simple. How did he heat his house? Coal. He didn't have the internet. No home computer. Even when he got a cell phone the last couple years, it was a basic cell phone. He couldn't even text. He probably just had just minutes just to be able to call. Whether it was plumbing, electrical, any type of home fix-it work, like he's the guy that people would call, and he would come and help those people. Like, he's not doing it for money or anything. Somebody needed, hey, a pipe broke, or I have a leaky faucet. Can you come fix it? Yeah, he's coming to fix it. And he would just do that, because that's what he did. Whenever somebody needed something, he didn't turn them down. And then for me, when I moved 2 hours away and then I still needed help, or I'd ask a question, he'd try to talk me through it over the phone. And then a couple times, he would just say, to just tell me to stop. And he'd just tell me to stop and just say, hold on. And then let's pick a day, Saturday or Sunday, and he'll just come down and he'll just drive down and take care of it.
Matt and Leanne, I'd like to thank you for having me in your wedding party. I know Matt for a real long time. We're good friends. I'm an uncle of his, but we're more like friends, buddies, and I appreciate you coming into our family, and I hope the both of you have a lot of success. Thank you very much.
So everybody wants to know why we call Uncle Bob Robert Hrivnak. Why do people call him Schmig? One time around Christmas, there'd always be music on, there's records on, and the song, We Wish You a Merry Christmas plays. And in the song, there is a line that says, bring out the figgy pudding. I don't know what figgy pudding is, but when you're young kids and you hear words and it sounds like a funny word, figgy. Originally, just teasing back and forth, hey, you're figgy, no, you're figgy. We'd call him figgy. When you're a kid, you take the word, it's figgy pudding, well, that's the right word, so you gotta make it the wrong word. Figgy turns into schmiggy. But even then, that needed to be edited and chopped down. And it became Schmig. Plain and simple, he became Schmig.